Welcome to Monaco then, for the Monaco Grand Prix of 2017. Lawless Leclerc on pole from B Dragon Sonic and Mini. Then it's FM1 World and Zeph. Then it's UK Ball, Mohamed Awawi, Ichinose down in 8th. Then it's the Ferrari of Revo and the Nando Lorries. Then Alan Lee, Medicis, Arnett Babness in the 14. And then Ultra Bro. Catfish, Zygmunt, Anok Yui down in 17th. Then it's Solos Kynes and his teammate Patuco, JD Venter and not Lewis Hamilton. In last place, it's Hori. Well, we're here for the glitz and glamour of the streets of Monaco. All 5 lights have gone on. Lights out and away we go for the Monaco Grand Prix. Looked like a very good start for B Dragon Sonic. He started on the soft compound tires and he's already ahead of Lawless Leclerc into the lead. At start of the vote went B Dragon Sonic. We look at Zeph, who's up in 3rd. Many dropped down to 4th there. We already got Alan Lee in the wall. That was not Alan Lee, that was Ichinose, sorry. Another yellow flag in the 1st and 2nd sector is into the wall. Goes the Haas driver of Lawless Leclerc. MF1 World, the newest driver to the grid after El Pepsi vacated his seat. And into the wall there, that's the other Haas of Zygmunt. As we see drivers coming through this swimming pool chicane immediately after the tunnel section. Honestly, what a start for B Dragon Sonic. He's already out ahead by about 7/10 of a second to the Williams of Zeph. His teammate UK Ball got his first win last time out, but he's down in 8th this time out here in Monaco. As we go on to lap 2, we've got yellow flags in the 3rd sector. That is for Ichinose. Catfish getting a 5-second time penalty for causing a collision. Alan Lee's in the pits, but Ichinose's dare might as well already be over. Having to come into the pits down in last, hoping for a safety car at this point, and hoping that they don't get put a lap down, as his teammate, his unbelievably less experienced teammate, is doing a wonderful job out there. 7th place for the German drivers down as well on the outside. Tried to go Nando Lorries, the British driver in the 37, trying to get past Australia's Ultra Bro, but didn't quite work out there for the Red Bull driver, who's on the hard tyres. Fastest 2nd sector of the race for B Dragon Sonic as he goes into Mirabeau, trying to get the corner name. He's right, guys, I'm sorry if it doesn't pan out. And someone else has gone off, and that is Patuco. Looked like he caught the barrier there, sent sliding, and he's hit Alan Lee. Still yellow flags in the 2nd sector. Doesn't seem to be anything there anymore. Sorry for the amount of screen freezes that you guys can see. That is actually why the audio gets displaced. And I'm not too sure what I can do about it. It is very, very annoying. But now looking at Lawless Leclerc bringing up a little bit of a train here with Nawawi and Revo, and now MF1 World right behind him on the tail, but he's actually trying his best to get a little bit of a gap on him. Nando Lorries has lost the Force India of Ultra Bro there. Not close enough to even think about making a pass. As we go on to lap 4 of 19. On board with Patuco, who just had an altercation here. Looked like he was trying to get past the driver, so that's probably why. We are on board with the Williams of Zeph in the 93. He is another one of the 2 drivers on the grid who came in after someone else had to do other things in other motorsports, it seems. Marcus Nelson gearing up for another tour in a Formula E car as the FEX Championship is getting set up. More information on that when it happens. Ooh, that's a lot of sliding on the hard tyres. I wonder if there's a true lack of grip with the hards. That could be it. but it's just not a good sign when you have drivers getting oh so close to the wall there, especially for an RQA. Yeah, and look at the soft tyres on Batuco. Ichinose is actually caught up to the back of Batuco, so there is still hope for them yet. Nawali got past Lawless Leclerc. Neglected to mention that because we were looking at other drivers. Cable, as you can see on the back of this fight for fifth. Not too sure if he's going to be able to fight because he's on the hard tyres, which go a long way. But the issue with them is that they do not function very well as tyres, as JD Venter gets passed by Alan Lee, the 98 for Toro Rosso, eyeing up a seat at Red Bull for 2018. And you can see that little groove, that indent on those Tyre Wolf mediums, as someone's gone off in the second sector, and I think that is Medicis who went off. I'm not too sure who actually did. B Dragon Sonic has just come into the pits. So B Dragon Sonic enters the pits on lap 6 of 19. Nawawi's in and Ravo is in as well. No retirements here in Monaco though. Stark contrast to the FEMC, where if there wasn't a retirement in Monaco, that'd be wrong. But there has been a lot of incident. I know it was Nando Loris who caused the yellow flag. He was missing his front wing. He was going to come in at the end of this lap anyway, but it's still not a very good sign when that happens to a driver. And not Lewis Hamilton also in. So Ichinose is going to get a helping hand from all of that. On board with Lawless Leclerc. Looking back, he sees the Sauber, the number 19, the German driver of MF1 World, as B Dragon Sonic tries to gain on this pack, now fighting for third. But the soft tyres, look at the amount of grip tyres are giving you. Einar Bamnes just went into the wall, and he's on the hard tyres. And also into the wall goes Solos Kynes, and as well as that is Kei Hori facing the wrong way. As we see JD Venter getting to the scene of the incident, and that is Nando Loris. He's just been given a 5-second time penalty for causing a collision with the McLaren driver, who is now out of this Monaco Grand Prix. And we now have a virtual safety car here at the Grand Prix du Monaco. I've been learning French. Virtual safety car ending then. Lawless Leclerc actually leading the way. Zev took the time to come into the pits, and he came out behind UKB and Mercedes, as out has gone Nando Loris, and that's in the pits. So something tells me he might have been nudged into the pits by another driver, likely a Chinose, as into the wall on the virtual safety car has just gone UK ball. And into the wall as well goes the Force India of Ultra Bro. Now what has happened there? He's really just lost it on traction, as the same could be said for Zygmunt, who has gone into the wall, the 99 in the wall. I am really struggling, guys, because I actually cut into my throat a few days ago. Lawless Leclerc in the pits. Zeph already got past UKB, and he's now trying to attack the other Mercedes in the 44. He's brought a special helmet with him this weekend. Ultra Bro, as you'd expect, is in the pits. But look at how long some drivers are trying to go on their tyres. Zygmunt stayed out. Thought he might have come in after seeing that his mediums would have almost definitely taken him out of the race. As we see the race leaders come through the tunnel section then. Yeah, look at the amount of traction they get out of the turn. And then UK ball ahead, you could already see him weaving just to keep his car pointing in a straight line. And RQE coming through this section. Oh, it's very close. And both walls are, and that's Zygmunt and his teammates. Both colliding. Zygmunt is out. And Lawless Leclerc pointing the wrong direction. Solos Kynes going a little bump to one of the Toro Rossos. That Ultra Pro sent to the skies. And it's a safety car here in Monaco. and Lawless to Clerk also out. It will be a double DNF for Haas as JD Venter and Ichinose both flip the Haas up into the air. But what happened with Ultra Bro there? Looks like he just got sent to the skies there. So as you can see, Alan Lee changing onto softs after that little collision he had there. Oh god, my voice hurts. We lost. We have so far lost from this race. K. Hori, Nando Lorries, Zygmunt, Ultra Bro, and Lawless Leclerc. Now, while watching a video a few days ago, I noticed that when the guy in the video said, like the video, the like button lit up. So let's see if it will happen with this video. I know I'm very bad at this. We go into lap 10 then, 9 laps to go. And yeah, the 44 leading the way. They still actually haven't caught the safety car, but Ichinose has. I think, yeah, Ichinose has caught the safety car. So that's basically it for his race. He might as well retire at this point because you cannot win a race from a lap down with 9 laps to go. That's just not happening. As you can see, B-Dragon Sonic just a few meters behind these guys, and I'll come back to you once the safety car has one more lap out on the field as we see Batsuko come into the pits, not field. So, we've just been given the message, Matt Cars may now overtake the safety car. It's still lap 10. B-Dragon Sonic comes into the pits. Ichinose will pass the safety car here and try to make their way back to the back of the pack. But even then, Batsuko isn't even behind Catfish, let alone the back of the pack. B-Dragon Sonic coming out of the pits in 7th place. He's got quite a bit of work to do from there, with the soft tyres lasting at best about 5 laps. So he's got another stop after this one to do, unless it goes wet, in which case he will still have another lap to do, but at least the puncture risk will be lowered severely. But my goodness, look at that top 3. We have Zeph as U-Cable looks for a little bit more of a gap, just as to Ravo, hey, you're moving too slowly. You've got Zeph, who's leading the way, a man who's only in that seat because the man who would have been in that seat decided to vacate it after his P3. Then you have Minnie, rookie driver for a team that nobody wanted to sign for some reason. And then MF1 World in 3rd, who is only in their 2nd race. So this is that top 3 then as we come through the final sector. And the safety car will be coming to the pits at the end of this lap. You might get the message on your screen now. There you go. Zeph will lead away the pack from Italy's Mini and the 19 of MF1 World from Germany. As you saw, just for a split second there, Ravo almost getting passed by UK Ball on the safety car. We go racing again here in Monaco. Yeah, I'm stumbling over my words. As B-Dragon Sonic looks for a little intake to try and get past Medicis, and up ahead, the same thing happening with UK Ball. Up into 4th place goes the number 89. As behind him, his teammates still having some issues, but Ravo hasn't stopped fighting this one yet. He's got the outside line coming through the station hairpin. As spinning goes Italy's Ravo. Not Lewis Hamilton with a 5-second time penalty. Look at that from Toro Rosso's And at Babness, what happened there? He's passed multiple cars on that yellow flag. He already has a 5-second time penalty, but honestly, that was kind of cool. 7 to go then, lap 12 and 19. And Ravo down in 16th place. He's got a lot of work to do from there. What a safety car restart. So it's Zeph who's currently leading the way with 6 laps to go from Mini and MF1 World. Then it's UK Ball, B Dragon Sonic, and Medicis. And it looks like at Mercedes, as UK Ball gears up, sends it down the inside on MF1 World. B Dragon Sonic actually is nowhere in terms of this fight. MF1 World still got the inside line. And here comes UK Ball sending out how he meant to on Ravo. And that is 3rd place for the number 89. As we come down into the swimming pool chicane. Did someone come into the pits? I'm not too sure anyone has come into the pits yet. Although that might need to start happening because look at the state of the tyres on that. Salber's out of the race. Has gone JD Venter in the tunnel section. Looks to be punched out by his teammate. It's a virtual safety car. And that was too wide between Medicis and Nawawi. And Nawawi came out of that one ahead. Into the pits comes MF1 World in the 19. B Dragon Sonic a few seconds off the back of his teammate. So I think UK Ball, if it finishes like this, will have finally shown what he deserves to see after a very unimpressive start to his season. He got a race win last time out. He's currently ahead of his teammate again. So we come into the tunnel section on board with the championship leader in the 44. MF1 World came out of that down in 12th. So not very good. UK Ball looked as if he could have gone down the inside, but someone who is Alan Lee, and he's hit the wall, and so is Medicis. Yellow flags in the 2nd sector. Basuko hits the Ferrari. Norcui also hits the Ferrari. MF1 World comes into this, and that is off. That is Catfish hit, and Ravo also hits the Ferrari of his teammate as out of the race goes Medicis as Salas Kynes. Salas Kynes is hit Ravo and out of the race. He's gone. Catfish is out as well. Salas Kynes and Itchy Nosep. It's still in that little section there. Notless Hamilton down in 11th. He was facing the wrong way as well. Babness in the pits. We're down to 13 runners, and it's only a virtual safety car that's ending now. Oh my god! What on earth happened there? My voice was cracking around like nothing else, though. Anyway, 4 laps to go. That's a very interesting line for Zeph to take. He could there cut the chicane, almost strolled us. Alan Lee in 6th with a 5-second time penalty. Bit of a problem to have there. As we now see into the wall Mini. And that is Mini. He's been forced onto the wall there by B Dragon Sonic. No penalty given out as there was space given. But into the wall comes Zeph and Mini. So it's a Mercedes 1-2 with 3 laps to go. But I don't think it'll finish like this. Because those softs have not been proved to be very useful. And not Kiwi's in. I think he might have front wing damage or something. Didn't actually see that though. But man, we only have 13 runners in this. 3 other drivers retire. And everyone who finishes scores points. So this has been a race of attrition. As down the inside goes Basuko, Catfish is out. And that was on Alan Lee. Clean overtake made. As we see Batuko, Alan Lee, and Zeph come through the tunnel section and down into the swimming pool chicane with pretty warm tyres, but they are fine to go through. Zeph catching up side by side with Alan Lee. He's sending it through the chicane, and that is 5th for him. UK balls into the pits. Looking to make one final undercut on his teammate. Or rather, avoiding the undercut. And yeah, Zeph now up in 3rd. UK ball coming out of this in 6th. Lap 17 of 19. And you definitely don't want to stay out on tires that look like shredded into cheese, or even just roads in Detroit. Because those are the tires that will give you no grip at all. Even if there's a sliver of hope that you might be able to make it through, you will be sliding on your tires, as you saw B-Dragon Sonic do for a little bit. I think he might be coming to the pits. Ichinor says coming to the pits at the end of that lap there. Look, and someone's gone off. That was Alan Lee who went off. Yes, it was. As into the pits comes the race leader. So Mohamed Awawi will inherit the lead of the race. I think B-Dragon Sonic's going to come out of this in 7th or 6th. It's not very solid. Fastest lap of the race going to Zeph then. 4 seconds off the back of his teammate, as Mini and MF1 World fighting over that 3rd position. That nighttime dreamer still hoping to try and get a podium, but he's got that 5-second time penalty, remember. So as it stands, he will only be 6th, which isn't actually bad, but he's been forced a little bit. And airborne goes Mini. Safety car to end the race. And that's it. That is it for the Monaco Grand Prix. Because of the safety car procedure, they're going to catch the safety car on the last lap. So that is it for this race, unless another driver comes into the pits. That is all. Honestly, another airborne crash for Force India. Not what the guys down there would have wanted. So on to the final lap. Lap 19 of 19. Down to 12 runners, almost half. The grid did not complete this race. 10 drivers retired. If my math is correct, yes, it is. 10 drivers retired. Only 12 will finish. And of those 12 finishers, 6 have time penalties. And 1 will be a lap down at the very least. But as the leaders come through the final sector, and as we see Toro Rosso's Alan Lee come through in that hairpin, it'll be Mohamed Awawi of Malaysia. Had a very quiet race, but kept it out of the barriers. And Williams holding down that 1-2 very well. Strapped to glory for the boys in white, red, and blue. Mohamed Awawi will come home to win the Monaco Grand Prix from his teammate Zeph and MF1 World on the line. But it will be UK Ball who takes that 3rd place. And then it'll be his teammate B-Dragon Sonic. MF1 World will actually be in 5th then, because Babness was in 6th, but he had a 5-second time penalty either way. As we see drivers coming across the line now, who weren't even behind the safety car. Ichinor wasn't actually lapped in the end, so he's still got another lap to go, but we're going to skip that. So this is your podium then. Mohamed Awawi from Zeph and UK Ball. Honestly, what a race for your race winner. While chaos ensued around him, he wasn't actually mentioned until the very end. And he only actually led 2 laps there. So here's your classification for the Monaco Grand Prix. It's Mohamed Awawi from Zef, UK Ball, B Dragon Sonic and NF1 World. Then it's an Okyui, Arnett Bavness, and the 2 codes for the Nano Racing team. To round out your point scorers, you have Adam Lee and Lewis Hamilton, and outside of them you have Salas Kine and Ichinose. Then you have Mini, Medicis, Catfish, Ravo, JD Venter, Wallace Clerk, Ultra Bro, Sigmund, Nando Loris, and Hori as your non-finishers. In the driver's standings then, B Dragon Sonic leads away from Zam and Ichinose, then it's Mohamed Awawi, Nando Loris, and Okyui, UK Ball, and F1 World. Then you have Ravo, Patuko, Solos Kynes, Mini, Ultra Bro, Catfish, Alan Lee, and Arnett Banners. The last of the drivers to be classified, you have Wallace Clerk, Medicis, Lewis Hamilton, Zygmunt, Hori, and JD Venter in the driver's standings. In the constructor standings, Mercedes lead away from Williams and Red Bull. Then it's Sauber and Mara Racing Team for your top 5. Then you have BWT, Force India, Scuderia, Ferrari, Toro Rosso, McLaren, and Haas. In last place, you have Renault F1, who just scored their first points. We'll see you guys next time then for the Azerbaijan Grand Prix.